Yo, yo, yo. As the holidays approach here quickly, I thought it'd be fun just to throw together about 25 cards of what could be potential stocking stuffers for whatever that loved one in your family is into. Uh, just kind of all over the board. Just thought it'd be, quick, make a quick video here. I was already digging through my cards for what I was going to be doing for a future video that'll be coming up here in a couple days. But yeah, just hopefully this is entertaining for you and fun and whatnot. So a lot of ultra modern, but we're kind of all over the board. For the gamblers in your life, uh, how about a Jordan Love, or potentially AJ Brown. These are all low dollar cards that are under $100. Most of them are even under that, under 75. But if you got a kid or whatever, throw one of these in there. It'll make them happy. If you've got an older sibling or whatever, how about Charles Woodson, and he's the best. What is the saying? 75% of the world is covered in water, and Charles Woodson covers the rest. Something like that. So yeah, always a good one is Bo Jackson. Everybody growing up in my age group loved him, and as a 9 you can catch these for like $75. That's not nowhere. I wish I only had to pay 75 for when I bought that, but that's just part of living through a pandemic and getting drunk and spending money at 2 a.m. Let's see here. Kobe Bryant. If you're a basketball fan, you love him, and that's a pretty affordable card now. It got way up there, but if you got somebody in your family or a friend or whatever, they want something small they want to display in their office as a little something to talk about, conversation piece, not bad. If you grew up as a skateboard or BMX kid like myself, any one of these would suffice. Christian Hosoi, super cool card, very cool picture, very low cost card, but it looks awesome. And I'm sure you could find these raw for like nothing, but I got that one slabbed, and I really thought it was going to come back at 10. And then when I got it back, I noticed that there was a little bit of a ding on the back, so I'll try again. But super cool card. Everybody loves Hulk Hogan, so that's another one. Pick that up. There's a white back for that one as well. So if that's something for somebody in your family, think about that. What about get somebody a Sandy Koufax, and the guy's like one of the greatest pitchers ever, and had the greatest run for that 5 years or whatever. Pretty low cost card. You can get one raw for 20, and you get it graded, and it's even, or buy one graded and it's probably like $100. So you can enjoy his career, not have to blow a ton of money on some of those bigger cards that he had. Or if you're into history, the Roger Bannister card of him breaking the 4-minute mile, super cool. And that's probably like a $50 card or something like that. Same with this one here. This is another conversation piece. Eddie Gaedel, the midget who pinch hits for the St. Louis Browns. Most people know that story, but I bet if you gave that to your younger sibling or something like that, they'd be like, "What is going on here?" Especially if are a younger nephew or maybe a grandkid or something like that. Pretty interesting story, and one that of baseball lore that will live on forever. Let's see, I pulled this one out because maybe your cousin's neighbor was played in the NFL and then went on to be in the Packers Hall of Fame, and that's what happened with John Red Cochran. He played for the Chicago Cardinals, and then I think he played for the Packers, and he holds punt return records in the NFL. But I just pulled that card mostly because it's just cool that at one point in my life before he passed away, I knew an NFL player pretty well, and that he's now in the Packers Hall of Fame. So pretty cool. A lot of ultra modern here. So you've got you've got kids or whatever that are going to be into this stuff. Why not get them a future Hall of Famer rookie? Freddie Freeman or Manny Machado, or just get him a Hall of Famer rookie and Pedro Martinez. Pedro's like the greatest pitcher of our era. Along with Kershaw and Scherzer and whatever, but no one is going to deny Pedro's dominance from that whole stretch of his career from the Expos through the Red Sox. There's ultra modern guys you can get into: Juan Soto, Ronald Acuna. I could have pulled a Tatis, but why? I love this Acuna card. Like, he just looks like he's having such a great time. I like this one better than the one that's been graded 75,000 times or whatever that number is. Or get a local legend like Ryan Braun, who won an MVP for the Brewers before he decided to juice and and then hurt for a while and won't be in the Hall of Fame, but he'll always be remembered as a great for Milwaukee, and I'm still a fan of his, even though some people can go either way on him. And then another Bo Jackson. That one's a Tiffany, so you can tell everybody how that's going to be shinier than the base card. And I don't know, that's probably like a $75, $90 card in a 9. But super cool card, pretty iconic, especially if you grew up when I did. And to have one, the Tiffany variant is pretty cool. Give that one to anybody, because Will Ferrell's the best, and anybody who disagrees is wrong. And there's a whole set of 9 of those, because he went and played for 9 different teams during spring training one day. And you can tell him about that story, how he was paying homage to Bert Campaneris and doing a bunch of fundraising for, I'm not sure what charity, but it was all for some kind of donation based, raising money for something. All right. Or you can get into autographs. Dennis McLain, he's going to be the last pitcher to ever win 30 games in a season. You're not going to see anybody win 300 games in a season, maybe not even 200 in a career. Maybe not even 250 anymore. So, outside of, again, Scherzer and Kershaw and Verlander, wherever they end up at the end. But, guys just don't make it that long anymore. So, anyway, cool piece, and the inscription on there. I think that was like $50, maybe not even. Or if, again, history, Mashi Murakami, first Japanese player. This actually might be a little bit more than 100, but super cool card, and I just like to show it off because I'm really into, people who are breaking barriers and milestones, and now with Otani and Ichiro, and I mean even like the Hideo Nomo hype from 20 years ago. And there's more guys coming up. There's guys that are signing now that are going to be explosive as well. So I think long-term impact for anybody who might be a collector, I think this is definitely a card you should probably be chasing, and that's not like a Jeff Wilson buy. But I do think that it's going to be a card that in an autograph at some point that's going to be hold some water. Get your friend their childhood hero and Jose Canseco and have him sign at 40/40 Club, because that was the card that everybody and the player that everybody loved in the 80s. Before everybody knew he was going to be pulled over with a gun or shoot his finger off or, date Madonna or any of those things. And, but I don't know. He's still a hero to me. So, yeah, I have about, 15, 20 Canseco signatures and a bunch of rookies and whatever. So, it's just nice to have some kind of nostalgia. Doc Ellis, this one is maybe for more of the hippies in your life, but threw a no-hitter on acid, and who doesn't love that? Pretty good conversation piece, if you ask me. So maybe that'd be a card that you'd want to pick up for somebody that you're close to. We talked about, breaking barriers with the Masanori card. Kofi Kingston, if you've got any wrestling fans, first black title holder. So that's cool. And for some reason, this card, or his signatures and his cards, in general, I'm not a big wrestling collector, but I think it's kind of overlooked. I think at some point that there will be, there'll be more demand for his signature. So, and then lastly, Willie O'Ree, who was the first black hockey player, and I believe you can send through the mail. That's where I got this signature from. And Leaf, I know, was putting out all sorts of cards with, one of two or, out of 6 or whatever. I think they did more of those by doing small numbers that added up to probably about 10,000 than just making a card out of 10,000. But whatever. But his numbers retired by the Bruins. Broke the color barrier in hockey. Didn't have a long career, but all this stuff is still important. And anybody who's into history, especially if they're into cards, I think all this stuff is super cool. So anyway, happy holidays. Stuff those stockings. Have a great day. Peace.